Hello everyone, thanks for watching again. Welcome to the jungle section of my Shaco guide. In this guide I'll be showing you how to have red buff, have blue buff, be level 3 before everyone else, and hopefully get a gank off at about the 5-minute mark. I'm not too sure if there's any other champions that can do it this quick. Maybe a couple, but definitely not many can do it as fast as Shaco. Lee Sin's pretty fast, but I don't know if he's this fast. For my first items, I take boots of speed and 3 health potions. We're not taking an armor because we don't take any damage. And my first ability goes into Jack-in-a-Box. So around the 44-45 second mark, you want to put a Jack-in-a-Box down where I put my first one at the Wraith camp. You only put one there. It's the first one you put down. It's just to fear the Wraiths, and you're going to go kill Blue Wraith and one of the Red Wraiths. After that, you want to go and put your other Jack-in-a-Boxes where mine are now, and you'll get 3 down if you put them as soon as they come off cooldown. It has to be like literally doing this as fast as you can. Like as soon as the 10 seconds has gone down, bang, your Jack-in-a-Box is down. You can put them up through walls by clicking the maximum range halfway through the wall. It does go down because it can't put it down in the wall. It just puts it down in the closest part, so it's like literally the other side of the wall. So once your boxes are down, Wraiths will pop up, be instantly feared by your Jack-in-a-Box. You're going to run in and auto attack the Blue Wraith down, and then as soon as the Blue Wraith's dead, you'll kill one of the smaller Wraiths. As soon as that's happened, you're going to run up again, put a Jack-in-a-Box, another Jack-in-a-Box down where your other ones were previously. They'll pretty much finish off Red Wraith for you, and it will fear everything. I mean, you can see how much damage I've taken. Like, they've hardly hit me. I've got red buff and taken no damage at all. You're going to run straight down to blue. Skip wolves for now. Run straight down to blue. Put a Jack-in-a-Box just behind blue. Run out of range because the Jack-in-a-Box, the minions will attack the Jack-in-a-Box if you're out of range. So if you put your box down, run out of range and come back in again, the minions won't look at you, they'll look at the Jack-in-a-Box. And yeah, which lets you get behind them. You're going to get your passive, lots of extra damage from your passive because you're behind them and you're taking literally nothing. Probably about this time it's a good idea to pop one of your health potions if you need to. And bottom lane, well, you can see our bottom lane's in a good situation. Lux is really low. Your bottom lane's going to be loving you if you're on this route. Lux is low. I can come in, bang, red buff slows her down, instantly killed. Blitzcrank can't really do anything about me. I'm too strong at the moment. He's level 2, I'm level 3. I've got red buff and blue buff. He doesn't really stand a chance. What I like to do from here is go to their red buff. Hopefully their jungler starts at blue, goes down to red. You'll catch him halfway through red buff, chuck a box down so he's feared, and there you go. You've got their red buff, you've destroyed their jungler's jungling route, because as a jungler, your early route is the most important route. You've taken his red buff, so he's not got it anymore. You've refreshed your red buff duration. And yeah, you've got 2 kills, possibly 3 if both of bottom lanes died. You've demoralised their team, demoralised their jungler, hopefully fed your carries. It's just the best start to a game. That you couldn't ask for a better start. So first of all, for my jungling route, I take boots of speed and 3 health potions as my early game items. My first ability point goes into Jack-in-a-Box, my second ability point goes into 2 Shiv Poison, and my third ability point goes into Deceive. From there on I prioritise Ultimate, 2 Shiv Poison, Jack-in-a-Box, Deceive in that order. That's just a quick general guide of what you're going to be building, pretty standard. You can either build a Wriggle's Lantern or Mordred's Bloodrazor. I usually build Wriggle's Lantern because of the free ward, and everyone loves a ward. As the jungler, you're going to be relied on to ward a lot. You're usually in good positions to put wards down anyway, so be buying wards. Always be warding up for people if they haven't got one. So if top lane's missing a ward, ward their bush. So it's just a defensive ward for them, so the jungler's not going to gank them. If bottom's lane's missing a ward, put one in their bush. If mid's missing wards, like either side, If you don't spend all your money on wards, but it is a good buy. If you go back, you've got a few gold spare. Just buy some wards, help your team out. Your main role as the jungler is to get your carries as fed as possible. Now, in a perfect world situation, you'll end up at the end of the game with no kills, maybe a couple of deaths, and like 50 assists. Like, that'll be the best game ever. The less deaths you have, the better, obviously, but it's lol. Like, you're gonna die sooner or later. But yeah, you want to be an assist monster. You want to feed your carries. You want your carries to have all the last hits on minions. You want your carries to have all the last hits on players. Like, you just come in, slow them down, get them really low health, and back out of there to let your carries pick up the kill. If your carry's not going to pick up the kill, like they can't pick up the kill, they've used all their abilities that are on cooldown, or they died in that situation there, then by all means take the kills. Like, get your carries the assists. Like, get you fed some more. It's always good to have you fed so you can gank stronger later in the game, but ideally you want the carries to get the kills. See a good use of my box up there at the top. It's like a mini ward, so if anyone was coming down to top to attack us on the turret, we could not only see them coming, they would fear them for a certain amount of time, so we'd have a good opportunity to escape. Also, another ward in the bush there, using my box as another ward. If anyone goes to gank bottom, they're going to be feared so we can see them, and they'll be feared so they get extra time to back out. What I will usually do if I'm not actively waiting for a gank or ganking is you get in the jungle, as you are the jungler. Yeah, do what I do here. Put your box down, run out of range so the minions attack the box and not you. Start attacking from behind, like destroy the minion camp. If your buffs aren't up, so if red buff and blue buff aren't up, probably a good idea to use your smite on on the larger of the two mini golems at the top, so you get your jungling done a bit faster. You see, I'll go in to take red buff, box down, run out of range, run straight back in as soon as they're on the box and not me. Use your 2 shiv poison active. You get increased damage when you're behind them, so use it while he's facing the other way. Yeah, just pick out, just be jungling. Good little route, like a default route when your buffs aren't up and you're not really doing a lot, is start at the top golems. Like, you smite on one of the top golems, go down to wraiths, put your box down, destroy wraiths, go straight to wolves, put your box down, destroy wolves, and then by that time golems would have respawned. You can just keep doing that little loop, like golems, wraiths, wolves, golems, wraiths, wolves, and your smites usually back up again in that time as well. I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to cover in the jungle section of my guide. Please check out the other Shaco guide for all the other bits and bobs. Good luck learning jungle Shaco. He is banned at every and any opportunity for a very good reason. If the enemy team doesn't ban him, make sure to punish him for their mistake. I've been FPK Napper, thanks for watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and hopefully you'll see a lot more of those victory screens.